Hey everybody, welcome into Lettermen Row. It's Austin Ward and Zach Boren. It's BuckIQ. You know we're talking about defense. Not a lot really to talk about in a 76-5 game, Zach.
No, besides maybe the lackluster start, which is super easy, coming out, playing Miami of Ohio at home. I mean, yeah, other than that, this game was flawless from Ohio State's point of view.
How hard is it really for a defensive guy to get up to play Miami of Ohio?
It's tough. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's getting up, especially for a 3:30 game. I was having this conversation with some people over the weekend. Noon games are easy because you get up, you get going, right? Your wake-up calls at 6 a.m., kind of you're in a flow when you get out to the game, and it's kind of easy to get going. Those 3:30 games, you've got some downtime, you're sitting in some meetings. When you're playing a team like Miami of Ohio, the longer you sit around, the harder it is to get a faster start.
All right, you got a primetime game. There's going to be juice for that. Sort of 3:30 is the in-between.
Yep.
Primetime, Ohio State loves the lights. The Silver Bullets are looking for an opportunity here against Nebraska on Saturday where they can really, I think, maybe solidify that they're back. For the first 4 weeks, we've been saying they're on the way back. Yep. Nebraska's going to be a test.
Nebraska will, right? And this Scott Frost team that maybe they haven't shown, the greatest things at the beginning of the year, but this is their Super Bowl, right? Prime time, college game day in Lincoln. Scott Frost can come out and throw everything at this Ohio State football team. If you're the Buckeyes, right, this is what you live for. Big-time players play big in big-time games. This is the showdown Saturday night, college game day. All the eyes nationwide are going to be on the Buckeyes and see what they have to offer.
All right, one guy that we've talked about a lot here for the Ohio State defense at linebacker is someone who could potentially be one of those big-time players in a big-time game. And I'll keep going with the B theme there, Baron Browning.
Yep.
And he's starting to maybe turn the corner a little bit. A couple tackles for loss on Saturday. How can he be a difference maker?
He is. This is a guy that from last year to this year has changed completely, right? He's not thinking as much. He's able to use his athletic ability, run all over the field, make some plays. That's what he was brought here to do. 5-star kid, it's make plays, right? And so this Saturday, you're going to see it, especially with Martinez at quarterback, running around. You're going to be able to see that, when we break down, is that he can run sideline to sideline. This is going to be a guy that the Buckeyes are going to utilize a lot Saturday night because that's what Scott Frost's MO is, right? Run the option, run sideline to sideline, try and outnumber people, but you can beat that as a defense with athleticism and people that are long and can play sideline to sideline. That's what's going to happen.
All right, big opportunity coming for Ohio State, big one coming for Baron Browning. Zach's going to break it all down right now, what he can do against the Huskers. Let's roll the tape. All right, Zach, certainly not the first time that we've ever talked about Baron Browning or his ability to make plays in the backfield, but something's different with him this year, it seems like.
It is. It's almost like he's not thinking, right? Every time that we've seen him in the past, he kind of looks a little lost in the sauce a little bit, right? But now, you see him flowing. You see him taking good footwork. You see all the flow going this way. Guards pulling. He's reading his keys. He even gets out here to a blocker, beats him with speed, shows his hands, right? He's able to play over top of that block, and look at him finish, man. He's outrunning Chase Young to the football, but he's finishing. He's finishing hard. He's being physical, and he's just a completely different player this year.
When we take this back to the front, one of the things that Baron Browning had said before was that he didn't really like playing middle linebacker.
Yep.
Is just calling it this inside backer, is that enough to make a difference in his head? Or how?
You know what? It's all based on your keys. It doesn't matter if you're playing the Will right here, the Mike, the Sam over here, right? That you see all these guys playing. You're still reading your keys. If you run it back, if you run it back to the very beginning, these guys as a middle linebacker, right? You're reading your triangles, what they call it. It's guard, center, guard, back to the running back. So that's your triangle, right? You're making a triangle essentially right here. So what you see, this is going to tell you exactly what's going on, this little triangle. So if you watch this, he's probably got his eyes right here on this guard, back that way. Guard pulls, it tells you the ball's going this way, all the flow's coming this way, right? You still got your backside guys for quarterback. He sees it, sees the ball, is able to play over the top, following his keys, and finish on the football. That's what a linebacker is supposed to look like.
And the way he arrives there, he's got some bad intentions when he gets there.
Which is completely different this year than in the past. But I think that goes to show you the confidence that he's playing with now. He's been in Mickey Marotti's weight room, feels comfortable out there on the field, feels comfortable playing inside the box, and you're seeing it with the way he finishes.
Yeah, so that was the first tackle for loss for the year for Baron Browning, and you saw that finishing move. He still got more of that, and he was really, he didn't have to play all that much against Miami, Ohio on Saturday, but he showed up and again had a game where he's flying around. and doing some WWE finishing moves here.
He is. There's still some things that he can clean up, and we'll see it on the next play as well, right? He can maybe shoot it a little bit quicker right here, but still, what you're able to see is he's taking his proper footwork, right? He's seeing the right reads. Maybe right here, go up and finish, but hey, he's staying in his gap, staying gap sound, right? There's nowhere for this running back to go, and as a running back goes and gets out of this pocket, you're going to see how fast Baron Browning is on being able to close on this guy, and again, finishing with physicality.
I mean, you can't really practice these tackles anymore, really. Like, you're not taking guys to the ground and then
no doubt. You're not doing it in practice very much. So this is a guy that's just going out there and doing whatever he can to get these guys down to the ground.
And it's another play there I think that Ohio State would really like. With you see 10, 11 guys flowing to the football and a lot of silver hats there flying. But one more here for Baron Browning. Again, this is a little bit earlier in the Miami game. And it's not going to be the most impressive play that you see, but what stands out to you, Zach?
Yeah, what's able to stand out is he's still able to keep his eye on the football, right? Last year was almost like he would get lost a little bit. Once the ball was snapped, you would see him kind of in no man's land. And yes, he gets in no man's land a little bit, but he's still in the right position to be able to make the play on the quarterback and see it. Look, he's still reading his triangle, right? Guard pulls, flow this way. He's still taking the right footsteps, as you see. It's just right here where he shows a little bit of his youth, right? He knows Malik Harrison's got the back. He's kind of in no man's land, kind of like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Finally, but he realizes it. Last year, he would have kept on flowing out here, and there would have been a massive hole right here, and the quarterback would have stepped up and gotten somewhere, right? Now he's able to notice it, play more freely. He's like, okay, you're right. I messed up, Malik. You got it. I'm sitting back here. And still, he's able to react on the football, use his speed and athleticism. Number 5 showed he could run the ball a little bit on Saturday, right? Baron Browning closing, Malik Harrison closing. These are all silver bullets heading to the football.
Is he... So you're talking about Malik Harrison in the read here. Does Baron Browning make this play because he got out of position, or is there still... We don't know the playbook.
Still, because you're still seeing the guard pull if you run it back. So you're going to see guard pull, right? He's still on his triangle, guard pull. Running back's going to flow this way. He should be making this movement, but right here... he should notice it and maybe drop a little bit, right?
Okay.
He's obviously playing some kind of zone coverage right here, seeing pass. He should probably stop right there on the hashes and be able to drop a little bit and read the quarterback's eyes. But here, you maybe see him get 2 yards too wide, but he notices it, he reads it, he reacts, realizes he messes up, but is still so athletic that he's able to get himself back in position, get his eyes back on the football, and close on making this tackle. And I actually think it's a tackle for loss.
It is. That's a good point. That's 3 of them now already for Baron Browning. Some of these guys on defense, they're not playing that many snaps so far. So
no, they're not, but you're going to see Baron Browning play a lot this week against Nebraska, right? You have no idea what Scott Frost is going to throw at Ohio State, but you still have got the Martinez kid who can run the football. They're going to try and utilize his legs, especially in a game like this, right? Scott Frost, we've seen it year in, year out. He tries to outnumber people, and the quarterback run is massive. We saw it at UCF, where we haven't seen it as much at Nebraska, but you're going to see the quarterback run this week because Martinez is a very athletic kid. So you're going to see number 5 right here in the middle of the defense spying on Martinez all Saturday night.
That's why you need a linebacker who can run. Baron Browning, there's never been any doubt that he could do that. We could put up tons of film from the last couple of years, see that athleticism, but now Zach Boren has a chance to break down a guy making some plays. It's been BuckIQ. That's Zach. I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live. We've got the practice report. We got rapid reaction. Hey, and we got BuckIQ with Zach Boren.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.